Hello, and welcome to the Urban Christian Media's YouTube channel. What I have for you tonight is a warning and a response to a video that Cartoon 53 did, otherwise known as Tony. God gave him a new name, and his name is Tony, so I choose to address him by Tony and give him that respect. Now, I've been a day one Foundation Nation member. I've been watching and commenting since the beginning, and today I was watching one of his videos, and this lady, she gave a description of something the Lord gave to her about the 3 days of darkness that I now believe is coming this year. Earlier this year in January, the Lord gave me a vision. He gives me many visions. Some I've shared with you, some I'm still going to share with you. But he gave me this vision and I could not explain it. I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what he was trying to warn me about, but I knew it was a warning. And watching that video, I put keys together. And I'm going to show you the similarities. Those that believe will be able to see them, read them, and know the facts. Those who don't may be skeptical at first. They may come to it later. They may not. But I feel it's my duty to put out this warning. And soon as I woke up back in January when I had the vision, I wrote it down. I keep dream logs. And this one, I just didn't understand what it meant. And so now I'm going to show you the dream log, and I'm going to show you the different parts of her story that I believe explains what this dream log is, and that the Lord led me to this video today specifically to explain the vision that he gave me back in January. So here we go. This is my dream log. As you can see, the date says Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. If you click these three dots and go to show info, you can see it says created 122:25 at 8:04 a.m. That you cannot change. That's the system log. So I'm just showing. In her vision, she stated that it was the new year that God gave Moses, March 30th to April 12th.
March 30th till April 12th. This is the new year God gave Moses after they left Egypt. This is the new year of this year, the new year 2025. I truly believe, brothers and sisters, in my spirit, it'll happen during the first year.
What holiday is in April? Easter, which was April 5th, 2025. In my vision, it goes as follows. It was a lot going on. I don't remember, but I had a revolver, and me and the boys and their mom, which wasn't my ex-wife, maybe a new woman, were living in this house, and all of a sudden, this great darkness and dark storm came, and I seen Jesus walking in the clouds, but barely caught a glimpse of his shoulder. He was glowing green or purple. The next day, it was still dark, and in the same illuminated way, I seen Jesus. We seen a rabbit in the sky holding a carrot, the kind used for Easter decorations. In her vision, she said that you would see the sky changing colors: purple, green, orange, red, black. These are Easter colors.
When you see the sky with so many colors, it's not even going to be like rainbow. That's not going to be the case. It's going to be all over. It's going to be purple, orange, green. I saw black. I saw yellow. I saw red. It was every beautiful color, you name it. Bright colors.
The Lord was giving me a time frame which matches her vision. In the vision, she said, don't open the door for anyone, because these demons will lure you out with voices of people that you're familiar with or that you love.
When this thing happened, do not open your door for anyone. If you're already outside, the door closed, you already lock your door, you seal your door. Anybody knocking, they take voice as your sister, they take voice as your mother, they take voice as your father. This is not your mother. This is not your father.
In the vision, it continues. So maybe it was a storm, but it was now sort of hazy or dark out, and Junior had this blue short and shirt set. And I was reading him a book, and my wife was hanging over my shoulder. Then it was a knock on the door, and this guy with this hideous energy about him, like very evil, pulled up in a yellow school bus, and he said, "I'm here for the kids," with this smile that kind of went from ear to ear, but you know he was trying to hide the evil about himself. The only way I could describe it is how this guy describes the devil in one of his videos on YouTube, which I'm still trying to find that video. And in her vision, she says that she prays that there's no school.
I pray there's no school. Lord, please let everybody stay home with their parents that day.
Continuing in my vision, it says, in a yellow shirt, and I looked back at Junior and I said under my voice, "Do you recognize him?" And Junior said, "Heck no," because my son, that's his words. He always says, "Heck no," like he does. And I turned to the guy and said, "They not going." And he smiled and said, "They should," or "It's important," or "They have to go to school," something like that. And I said again, "They not going." And he turns around and starts walking away. And as he does, he says something under his breath and looks back at me over his shoulder. And I took the revolver out and said, "What did you say?" Or "You better get out of here." That evening, this huge, great darkness came in over the sky that looked unnatural. It was frightening, and it came in the shape of an eagle or a dragon, which who is the dragon? The devil. And I said to my wife, something bad or something very bad is about to hit LA. And we locked up the house and hunkered down. I remember seeing my mom and dad looking like they were proud of me when I drove that guy away. But I don't know what happened to LA. My mom and dad both passed away. I don't know. She in the vision she said that these demons will take the form and voices of people you know, your loved ones and people you're familiar with. My mom and dad passed away. So why would I be seeing them in the vision? I don't know. That could be something. I'm just saying. At the end of my vision, there was a news broadcast about the guy that showed up with the bus. He had a bloody shirt and he had a bunch of people and a bunch of kids on the bus, and he was flying at an unearthly speed down this highway, and he was headed toward a portal, no doubt taking those souls back to hell with him. Get ready, people. This is not a joke. I truly believe the Lord gave me a warning. He explained it through this lady, and it was brought to me by Tony. Tony, I stand by you through your transition. Everything you've done, everything you're gonna do, keep going. Don't listen to the naysayers. God has his hand on your life. And as always, peace, love, and blessings. Have a good night. Now I'm going to put a picture of my dream log on the video so you can pause it and read it in its entirety, and the link to Tony's video in the video description.